world is going on.
The fact is,
I'm not even sure you know when you're lying anymore, Daryl.
Franny is on a dangerous mission.
No! More lies.
To expose her husband as a murderer.
Could be getting evidence that would put him in prison for the rest of his life.
Now, why in the world would you miss it this week as the world turns?
John Ritter is back.
What is this?
It's a cigar from Havana. Elliot wanted to take it to show and tell. He promised he wouldn't smoke it.
Hearts of Fire premieres September 14th.
Someone's on a killing spree on America's toughest turf. Can these two cops team up to catch a killer?
You running those heels?
Angel Street next Tuesday.
This is CBS.
I love my baby, so give her the best I know. Introducing Kleenex Huggies Baby Wipes. Clean like a washcloth. Huggies Baby Wipes clean, quickly clean like no other side bin. Huggies Baby Wipes. Textured to clean like a washcloth. To gently grip and clean away the mess. Huggies Baby Wipes clean. Gently clean like no others I've seen.
Old El Paso took the good things from the earth and made them ornery.
Wow, thing.
With vegetables you don't even taste in other picantes.
You make my heart sing.
A new picante with a wild zing.
You make everything.
Only Old El Paso makes picante this wild.
My wild thing.
Old El Paso's new thick and chunky picante.
Wild thing, I think I love you.
This year, thousands of children will be sent home from school with head lice. Be ready with Nix. Only Nix kills lice and their eggs and keeps protecting your children against reinfestation. Nix, the one you only have to use once.
Chrysler is moving out of Highland Park. Get the facts on TV2 First News at 4.
Yes, Emily. Sorry, I'm still here. Listen, Cabot should be coming in any second, so I'd better get off his private line. After the meeting's over, I'll give you a call and tell you what happened. Wish me luck. Right. Bye.
Well, young Mr. Walsh, I am very happy to meet you, finally. My name is Alexander Cabot.
Likewise, sir. It's an honor and a pleasure. Oh. My mother asked me to send her warmest regards.
Please send her mine in return. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to hear from her again after all these years.
I was just admiring some of the photos on your desk. You have a very handsome family.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm very proud of them. Yes, this is my son, Peter, his wife, family. This is Lauren, my daughter, husband and family. Both my son and son-in-law work for the Cabot firm, so if you get to work for us, you'll be meeting them at some point.
I'd like that very much. And who is this attractive young woman?
Ah, yes, my daughter, Rosanna.
Does she work for Cabot as well?
Rosanna? No, she's just out of high school. And she's away on an extended vacation.
Rosanna, I'm so glad that I finally caught up. What's going on?
I don't know. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
Rosanna has to come down to the station with me.
Why?
For questioning on a complaint. Lisa Mitchell claims that Rosanna stole some money from her petty cash box yesterday at Fashions.
Please clarify that statement for me, Mr. Gray.
I said that we've located your son-in-law, Mrs. Walsh. It seems he didn't board that freighter in Boston after all. He was in an accident in New York City the night after he left Oakdale, and he was admitted to a private hospital there. That's where he is currently. Now, he was in extremely serious condition when they brought him in, but they say he's had a remarkable recovery considering.
Considering? Considering what? What happened?
Well, I have the report my man faxed to me right here, but the situation's rather complicated. I think it would be better if I give you the details in person. I could come over there right now if you'd like.
No, not now. It wouldn't be convenient. Not now, but I could come to your office, perhaps, as soon as I can get free. I'll see you soon. baby. About the telephone call.
Oh, don't worry about it. I know that you have a business to run. And now I guess I'm going to help you do it until Holden gets back. Holden, I know what you're going to say, Mother. And it is very selfish of him to get on that ship without calling me. But at least I know that he's alive and he's not in a hospital someplace or dying. And that's what's really important, isn't it? And I just will hang on to the hope that he'll think things through and he'll come back to me. In the meantime, I am going to channel all of my energies into working with you, for you, so I don't think about how much I miss you.
It's a mistake, Tom. It is. It is, honey. You hear about test results and labs getting mixed up all the time. It's a mistake.
It's not a mistake, honey. Audrey had everything triple checked at the lab, and Elroy Nevins tested positive for HIV. It does not mean, however, that he passed the virus on to you.
Turns. This portion brought to you today by Pampers Phases for dry and happy babies.
When I look into those eyes, I wonder what the world will be like when Ben is my age. You see, I'm concerned about my baby's health, but I'm also concerned about the environment. That's why it's not easy choosing a diaper today. So I looked into it. And I chose Pampers, because dry skin is important to healthy skin.
Compare cloth diapers to Pampers. Pampers' super absorbent core stays drier next to his skin.
My baby deserves a drier diaper, and all our children deserve a cleaner world.
Since 1986, Pampers has reduced the bulk of its diapers by almost 40% and packaging materials by 80%. And they're working with several communities on lasting solutions to help keep diapers and other household trash out of landfills. Call for more information.
Taste it, Grandpa.
He never would have tried this with his old adhesive.
Fixident holds stronger than any other adhesive. It even stands up to the hottest liquids. For the strongest hold you can get, Fixident and forget it.
Chill out, man.
Hey, Mom.
No bouncing in my kitchen, guys.
I'm thirsty. Yeah, what do you got?
Check it out. We got a soda, OJ, purple stuff, Sunny Delight.
Try Sunny D. Sunny D.
Tastes like orange and tangerine.
Yeah, why?
Some healthy junk, too.
Yeah, you could use some.
Hey, overtime, guys. You gotta cool them off.
Sunny Delight. The good stuff kids go for.
In fact, Audrey says that it's highly unlikely that he passed it on to you.
When did you talk to Audrey?
I talked to her right after the rape, and Dad and John recommended that when this guy was caught that he be immediately tested for HIV, and I didn't say anything to you because I thought you had enough to deal with. And of course, I thought he would test negative. Anyway, when he confessed, I immediately got a court order. I had blood tests taken. I had Max send them to Audrey. She had the work done at the lab in the hospital, and she told me the results. 45 minutes.
Oh. It's not like I didn't think of it. I did. But I pushed it away. I just pushed it away. So I can't push it away anymore now. To get the test. I have to find out about this. There's so much about this disease I don't know.
Audrey says she can fit us in any time, anytime.
Then call her, honey. Call her now.
Yes, it's Tom Hughes for Audrey Samuels. She's expecting my call.
Well, of course, timing isn't good with Duncan still on his honeymoon, but I've got a situation that needs my personal attention, so I want to fly down to Waco and deal with it.
Well, that's... sure. Just keep in touch with me by telephone, right?
All right. I just talked to Emily and told her I'm going to be over there and talk with her and Ellie.
Wow.
And then I want to come to the office.
Wonderful, darling. I agree. Well, I'm sorry I've got to run out on the two of you. I forgot an appointment. That's what this phone call was all about. Have a good time. All right.
I'll call you.
I'll see you at the office.
Okay. All right. Where are you going?
Going to Waco for a couple days.
Oh.
You know, I almost hate to ask you this, but have you heard any word at all on Holden?
Oh, my gosh. I thought Emma would have told you. Yes, Lucinda's detective, they found him.
Well, hallelujah, girl. That's great news. Where is he?
He's on a ship. He's working on a ship, a freighter. I guess he's halfway to the Orient by now.
What the dickens is he doing on a freighter?
I guess he wanted to get as far away from me as he could.
Well, now, do we know this for sure? I mean, do the private investigators have any solid evidence?
Yeah, they talked to somebody in one of the agencies that hire crew for the boats, and I guess they identified Holden from a photograph. That's a little vague, but they did send back his watch and the wedding ring, which he pawned at the docks near there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, him not even calling you. I know he was angry after the fight.
He was more than angry, Cal. He was very, very hurt, and he felt betrayed. After I lost the baby, I was so wrapped up in my own pain that I was completely blind to his. So I guess he just needed some time to think about that.
Well, I guess, but enough's enough. We know the name of this freighter, right? We can get on the radio at the captain and have Holden get off the next port.
No. Holden will get off that ship when he is good and ready. And I don't want him to come back unless he wants me. So in the meantime, I am just going to put all my energies into working full time.
Well, that's good news, and I'll bet Ellie and Emily are glad to hear it.
Well, I'm not going to be taking an active interest in M&A. I'm going to go to work for Lucinda at Worldwide.
Okay, Mr. Manning. I will. Bye. He said that he would come right over here, or else he would send someone else from Ms. Griffin's office. But well, you heard him. I just said I didn't think it was necessary. That, at least not yet.
I cannot believe that Lisa Mitchell would accuse you of stealing money from her. What were you doing over there anyway?
I was over there to buy Mrs. Snyder a thank you gift, all right? And plus I wanted to see Tess and tell her myself that I was leaving and see if maybe you two could work things out after I left.
Rosanna, that's what I was trying to tell you at the farm before you ran off so fast. That's not going to happen. Tess and I have broken up.
Oh, because of me?
No, because she lied to me about something very important. Tess told me, officer, listen to me. This is a huge mistake, okay? I've been this girl's employer the entire summer, and she's the most trustworthy person I know.
You and Rosanna
There's
can
no
tell
reason...
your side of things after Mrs. Mitchell files a formal complaint. In the meantime, hello, this is Officer Murphy, Oakdale PD. Is Mrs. Mitchell there, please? Well, do you know where I can reach her? Yes, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, listen, while I have you on the line, are you the one who called in the complaint against the girl from the Earl Mitchell Center? Well, do you know who did? Terrific.
Look, Hutch, why don't you just go back to work? I can handle this on my own.
No way, no way. I'm sticking here with you until we clean this mess up. All right? Now, who knows? Maybe this is a blessing anyway.
How do you figure that?
Well, maybe this will buy me some more time in convincing you not to just walk out of my life.
Yes, Judith. Mr. Walsh and I will be eating in, so, would you have the chef send up something special? Good. Who? No, Judith, I don't want to talk to him or anyone else about Rosanna. Do you understand? She's been a disappointment to me. She's been a disgrace to the entire family. No, don't tell that to him. Just handle it in your usual diplomatic way. I don't want to be bothered with it again.
I didn't believe it. My daughter tells me.
Let's bake the kids some microwave cupcakes. Didn't I tell her what can come out of a microwave? Half-baked. But she says Duncan's Cups has the special baking box, so they all come out tasting oven-baked. Huh. In 4 minutes, they're gonna taste moist and fluffy. Well? Mom? Doesn't anyone have to work anymore?
Duncan's Cups taste oven-baked, not half-baked.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus comes to the Joe Louis Arena, October 6th through 11th. And TV2 invites you to save with our Family Pack discount. A family of 4 can get tickets to the show, a bucket of cotton candy, 2 snow cones with mugs, and a set of 3 circus posters. That's a $75 value for only $55. Get your discount coupon at your Metro Detroit Ford dealer, or look in this week's Observer and Eccentric newspapers, and get a great deal at the greatest show on earth.
It's wonderful. It actually protects better than a thick maxi.
It's always Ultra Plus with dry weave. Unlike other leading maxis, its dry weave top sheet helps keep the surface cleaner and drier. And even with twice as much liquid, its special lock-away core helps trap wetness better than most pads. 5 times thicker.
I found what I like. I won't use anything else.
Always Ultra Plus with dry weave. It's not just thinner, it's cleaner and drier.
I've been happily married for 30 years, content to be the perfect wife. You know what? I think it's time to stop faking it.
Granny's Turn, Saturdays this fall on CBS.
Well, I just can't tell you how surprised I was when I heard that you and Carrie had moved back with Bob and Kim. What happened? I thought you and Daryl were on the right track.
Yeah, well, he got called away on another one of his business trips again. He did ask Carrie and me to go with him this time. Lisa, it just never ends. Daryl will do or say something to dispel some of my doubts, and then something else will just crop up to take its place.
Yeah, okay, what happened this time?
Well, it's not just one thing. It's several things, really. But for instance, our security guard, George Jessup, he told me that he saw a woman wearing a white robe down by the pool house. When Daryl confronted him about it, he denied it. Why would he do that?
Look, I don't know. The important thing is Daryl fired him right there on the spot, on your word alone. It looks to me like Daryl is just bending over backwards to try to prove that your suspicions are so unfounded. You haven't given this man an inch, you know that?
Hey, I thought you'd be in Des Moines.
What makes you think that?
Daryl, I called Daryl last night. He said that he wanted you to go with him.
All right, that's it. I'm really getting mad about this. I mean, I know how you feel about Daryl, how Daryl feels about you, but I don't appreciate him. He's dragging you into the middle of this, and I don't like it.
No, I called him. Look, he's been a really good friend to me, and I know what this situation is doing to him. I know, I'm late, and I'm sorry, but Lenore called me just as I was walking out of the office to tell me that the kids arrived home safely, and that they had a wonderful time while they were here, so there.
Well, I'm sure they had a wonderful time. They had me and Mama and Angel and Meg to look after them, and you could only spare one afternoon of your precious time to be with them, Kirk.
Hello.
Boy, am I glad you showed up. These two are really starting to gang up on me.
About what?
Hey, Lisa, there's a phone call for you, Simone. She says it's important.
Okay, excuse me.
So what is it? What are you ganging up on your sister about?
I'm not ganging up on her. I'm just trying to reason with you. What is that smile? What is that? It's dangerous.
Oh, it's dangerous, you know. Almost make a person feel happy, smiling.
I should be glad that Julie opened her big mouth, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely should. I know I am. And I'll tell you something. If the tables had been reversed, if Evan had known something unflattering about you, he would have told me in a second. But you didn't, because you put my feelings first. It means a lot to me.
Look, I'm going to have to take a rain check on a lunch. I have to get over to the police station right away.
What happened?
Nothing for you to worry about at all. It has something to do with the store. And I'll call you. Sometimes Cal's attitude really drives me crazy. I mean, he has his emergency business meeting down in Waco. He expects me to pull up all the stakes and fly down there a moment's notice
Well, I don't think I'm even going to bother to call Mrs. Atwater, get the time off. I'm just going to say no on principle.
I did it. I did it. I accomplished the impossible. I talked to Mrs. Atwater on your behalf. You know, she sort of has this thing for me. Anyway, I got you time off to go down to Waco with Cal.
Did Cal put you up to this?
No, I did this all on my own.
And what, pray tell, did you promise Mrs. A in return for this great big favor?
Something that I'm not going to tell you about.
I'll bet.
Uh-huh. Thanks, pal. Well, I guess I better call Cal and tell him, huh?
Did I do something wrong?
No, it was really very sweet. It's just that... It's complicated.
Well, speaking of complicated, have you spoken to your daughter this morning?
No, I haven't. I figured we needed more time to cool off.
Well, she may be ready to talk to you. You know, she came in yesterday.
Well, maybe I'm not ready to talk to her, okay?
Hey, you two. Margo, what's wrong?
The guy that raped Margot, Elroy Nevins, he just tested positive for the HIV virus.
How can I ever forget one of my special customers, little Michael? Every week he'd come in, and every time he'd say, his eyes shining.
Stork reason, please, Mrs. Lang.
One of those reasons I had to give him immediately. The others I put in a bag for him. Now there is Stork Chocolate Reason, a long-lasting, chewy chocolate caramel covered with rich chocolate, just right for Michael.
Stork Chocolate Reason, please, Mrs. Lang.
And Michael still eats the first one immediately. Stork Chocolate Reason, the everlasting chocolate chew.
In the battle against plaque, the Colgate Plus toothbrush is armed to the teeth with a diamond-shaped head and dual bristles to help combat plaque, even between teeth. Colgate Plus, in the fight against plaque, it's a plus.
Simpson, do I smell waffles?
Delicious waffles, Jenkins.
I guess some of us care about our bodies and some don't.
Jenkins, I'm hurt. These are Eggo Nutri-Grain waffles made with nutritious whole grain.
Nutritious? You?
Absolutely. And no cholesterol, no sugar added, no preservatives.
I'm impressed. Do they taste as good as they smell?
There's only one way to find out.
If you insist.
Hey,
Let go my Eggo. Taste the wholesome goodness of Nutri-Grain waffles from Eggo.
A love triangle riddled with betrayal.
You might not give a damn where she runs to, just as long as it's away from you.
If you want to see where betrayal leads, quick, turn on the light.
Laney, he used me, he set her up. It's all in the letter right here.
Guiding Light, weekdays on CBS.
Watch CBS this morning.
It's breakfast for your head.
All right, just what in the devil is going on?
Mrs. Mitchell, I'm sure you can't really believe that Rosanna would steal money.
Mr. Hutchinson, Mrs. Mitchell, I picked up Rosanna, but I need you to sign a formal complaint before I can question her about the $200 that's missing.
Oh, Lord, look, there was $200 missing, but I have no intention of pressing charges. Rosanna, honey, look, I was going to drop the whole thing. You're desperate for the money.
But I didn't take it, Mrs. Mitchell. I swear to you that I didn't.
Wait, hold on. Let's back up here. Mrs. Mitchell, pardon me, but if you never intended to press charges, why did you have someone call me to pick up Rosanna in the first place?
Wait a minute. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Whoever called you certainly didn't do it on my request.
But the young woman who called said that she was calling at your request.
What? Wait a minute. What woman? What was her name?
I don't know. I mean, usually I would have asked first thing, but I know that you're the DA's mother and Margot's mother-in-law, and when I heard that you had a problem, I wanted to jump on it right away. Besides, the young lady that called said that Rosanna was planning to leave town, so
Oh, man. Wait a minute. I don't believe
Well, look,
this.
I did not take anything. You can search my bag. You can search me.
No, wait.
This is all that I have, and I can account for all of it, all right? Some of it is the back pay from working at the Snyder farm, and the rest of it is money from Kirk Anderson that he insisted on giving me for bus fare.
I believe you. Please, I'm so sorry about the mix-up. Listen, please, drop it. Drop the whole thing.
Okay. You're free to go.
You know who's responsible for this whole thing, don't you? It's Tess. I'm going to Fashions right now. This is it. I'm telling her for the last
Wait just a
time.
minute. Come back here. Now, look. First of all, Tess is not at Fashion. She called up sick this morning. And second, I do think this is a little matter I should handle in my own way.
All right, but you know she's going to deny this entire
Don't
thing,
worry
right?
about Tess. I'm on to her little tricks, and I'm not going to let her wiggle her way out of this situation. Look, I'm going to go over to Barbara's and have a word with little Miss Tess. Would you two please do me the honor of having lunch at the yacht club? Have an expensive extravagant
Thank you,
on
Mrs.
me,
Mitchell,
please.
but I really have to get back to the bus station, and I know that Hutch has to get back to work.
Hey, work can wait, all right? Besides, I think if Mrs. Mitchell would like to do this for you, that you should let her. We got to eat anyway, right? And then afterward, I will drive you to the bus station. Unless, of course, I convince you to stay on.
So my son-in-law, he can't remember anything. Nothing. Not even his name?
No. When they operated, they had to remove a good deal of damaged brain tissue. And they knew at the time that it could destroy his memory, but they had to do it to save his life. Now, he's still able to speak, but he's had to relearn basically everything else.
So he's like a child. He's dependent.
Now, he is getting intensive therapy and instruction every day at the hospital.
Well, I'm very glad. Who's footing the bill for all of this? I mean, certainly not the hospital.
No, a private foundation. The surgeon, Dr. Sussman, arranged it. They're doing a case study on him.
Did your operative tell Dr. Sussman, or whatever his name is, tell him who it is that we're looking for?
No. You said you didn't want us to release the name until we cleared it with you first. So, how would you like me to proceed? Shall I call the hospital and inform them?
No. Not yet. I wasn't prepared for this. I think I have to digest this to determine what's best for my daughter. And then I'll decide how we'll proceed.
Margot, first I want to reassure you that the odds are substantially in your favor here. There are people who are exposed to the HIV virus many times and never get infected.
And there are some people who are infected after just one exposure.
True, but the less exposure, the less risk.
The night that they brought you in, Margot, when Audrey first examined you, it was clear that he had withdrawn before orgasm. Isn't that right, Audrey?
Yes, Lila, but the virus could have been present in the pre-seminal fluid. But here again, the risk is far less. And coupled with the fact that there was no vaginal tearing, I think it's highly unlikely that you were infected.
But there is a possibility. So, that means I've got to be tested. So, okay, let's do it. Let's get it over with.
Well, I'm afraid it's not that simple. There is a waiting period. Now, we know you were negative the night the rape occurred because we ran a blood test on you when they brought you in. But we have to wait 3 months before we can test you again, and then again another 3 months after that. If at that time you are still negative, then we can be certain we're home free.
Audrey, you're telling me I have to wait 6 months before I know if this disease is in me?
I'm afraid so, dear.
I want to go see my granddaughter. Dang it, you!
Think about your daydreams, what you would do if you won $1 million out of the blue. Miracles can happen for you. Publishers Clearinghouse, the house
drinking 10 glasses of water a day, or what?
Why? Why do you ask that?
Because your skin looks so healthy and radiant.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm just using this new foaming face wash from Suave. Suave? Yeah. Really? Yeah. As in better price? Yeah, that's the one.
Introducing Suave's new foaming face wash. It keeps skin looking as fresh and healthy as the expensive ones, but for less.
Well, next time, don't make me pry these things out of you.
Okay, okay.
Now beautiful skin doesn't have to cost a fortune with Suave facial care.
This dairy food can be real tough to digest. No problem now, because I take Lactaid first.
Lactaid works naturally to make dairy foods more digestible.
Pardon me, there's no more cheesecake.
Lactaid, for the love of dairy.
What am I doing here? This is my meeting!
Just a sprinkle a day helps keep odor away.
Shower to shower body powder with baking soda to fight odor and absorbent cornstarch.
Have your hand to sprinkle today.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
The Golden Girls are coming to CBS.
We're here.
And they've got their own hotel.
They said you were part of a chain. Honey, the only kind of chain I was ever a part of, I ain't gonna tell you about.
With Blanche in charge of fun.
But you're not actually gonna fool around with that guy just to buy us some time, are you? But why not? I was gonna fool around with him anyway.
Check into the Golden Palace Friday, September 18th.
This is CBS.
If your child has trouble falling asleep, there may be an easy way to solve that problem. We'll have some tips on TV2 Eyewitness News tonight at 6.
Reserve your seat now for the most exciting fall ever. HBO's 20th anniversary season. HBO's special events, world premieres, world championship boxing. You'll also see over 50 top movies every month. And the most original entertainment on TV. It's a season so big and bold, it's guaranteed or your money back. Plus, get all the choice and variety of cable TV. And add Cinemax for the most movies on premium TV. Installation is only $4.95. That's right, only $4.95. So call the number on your screen now. Receive a $5 gift certificate from Papa Romano's. And you'll get an exclusive money-back guarantee on your first month of HBO or Cinemax. Call now and get the best seats in the house. Guaranteed. HBO. It could only happen here.
What your kids don't know can kill them. Rich helps your family answer AIDS questions with facts on Straight Talk with Rich Fisher, Wednesday at 8 on TV2.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
I'll tell you what doesn't sit right with me about this news that Holden's on a freighter. I just can't believe that no matter what happened, he wouldn't call Lily or someone else in the family. Your mom, he's got to know how worried we all were.
Well, he did leave that message on the service, but I know it doesn't sit right with me either, but it has to be true because the detectives found proof, right? I don't know, Kirk. I mean, maybe he's angry with the entire family. Maybe he feels that we all let him down.
Even if that's the case, there's no way, no matter how he's feeling, that he can justify that kind of selfish behavior.
Hey, Court. You know, after everyone finally clears out of here, do you want to hang out for a while? Maybe go for a swim, have a little celebration?
Celebration of what?
Our last night working together. No, I'll probably have to see you around town, I guess, but it won't be like seeing you every day, you know?
Yeah, no. Guys, I gotta go. I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, where you going, Des Moines?
You're so funny.
I know I'm obnoxious. Come on. If you do decide to go, I'll be happy to give you a ride to the airport.
You'll be the first person to know. See you later.
Oh, Franny, I forgot. I got a message for you from Vicki Harper. She says she sympathizes with everything you're going through. I didn't know you knew her so well.
I don't. Do me a favor, would you? The next time she asks you to give a message to me, tell her I'm not interested.
I just want to apologize if you think that I was out of line coming to see you about Connor. It's just I really like the lady. I think she's a terrific human being, and as such, she's prone to making mistakes like the rest of us mortals, especially with someone like me pumping her for information.
So you think I'm being too hard on her?
Oh, that's not my call. I do think, though, that you guys had something very special together, And I think you could get it back if you get through all this stuff. It might even be better than before. So I think it's worth a try. Because I don't think it's a good idea to take for granted the kind of happiness that you and she had.
Worst case scenario. Say I am infected. What then?
Well, as you probably already know, there is a difference between having the HIV virus present in your system and actually having AIDS. Some people have been HIV positive for as long as a decade without developing any symptoms.
And there's new drugs, too, that can delay the progress of the virus. They're being improved all the time. AZT, DDI.
And of course, there are treatments to combat the various symptoms of AIDS once they do develop. But as I said before, Margot, I think it's highly unlikely that you are infected.
But it could have happened. So we have to take precautions. Right.
Definitely. You and Tom must practice safe sex. That means using latex condoms together with a spermicide that contains non-oxynol 9. And I want you to take good care of yourself. Plenty of rest, moderate exercise, lots of fruits and vegetables, avoid alcohol. And I know this one sounds impossible, but try to avoid stress. You can help that by releasing your feelings instead of keeping them trapped inside. It's all part of keeping your immune system as strong as possible.
So basically what we're talking about is a good regimen for the whole family then.
Right.
We wanted to have another baby. So, no.
Well, at least for the next 6 months. And, Tom, I think he should be tested, too.
No, he doesn't have to be tested. We haven't made love since the rape. So, we almost did this morning, but his mother came over unexpectedly. Well, if Lisa knew, huh? She may have saved your life this morning.
Someone said recently that my hair is so gorgeous, she wants it. I'm not one to hold back. I told her exactly how to get it. Preference by L'Oreal. It gives me glorious, shining color and conditions like crazy. I think being direct is a virtue. And the most direct way to beautiful hair is to say, and don't be shy about it, I'm worth it. Very good.
Rich Conditioning Preference by L'Oreal.
Introducing new Lemon Fresh Spray and Wash. At last, the proven stain-removing power of spray and wash with the freshness of real lemon. For a whole new way to get out what America gets into.
I need a laxative that can work dependably.
Doxadan can.
But can it be gentle?
Doxadan can. Doxadan works dependably overnight with a special ingredient for gentle relief.
Dependable? Yes.
Gentle? Yes.
Doxadan can.
You probably don't think about maxi pads very often. Most women don't. Why, for example, is a maxi pad flat when your body is curved? Wouldn't a curved maxi make more sense? That's why Kotex created natural curved maxi pads. Unlike ordinary flat maxis, Kotex Natural Curved has gentle, elastic side gathers, so it fits your body securely for better protection. Try Kotex Natural Curved Maxis. Curved to fit your body to protect like nothing flat.
First, I want to say how wonderful you and Emily have been during my absence. You've done a terrific job, and I'm very grateful.
Well, that's great. Thank you. But you're coming back, right?
No. Actually, the opposite. I'm going to retain full partnership, and I'm going to return all the responsibility over to you, indefinitely, and I'm going to work for Lucinda worldwide.
Lily, you serious about this? I mean, do you sure you want to give Lucinda that kind of control?
I think what Kirk is trying to say is that this is a very big decision. I know. And it's going to be a really big challenge for me, but that's exactly what I need to keep my mind off of Holden until he comes back. And I made my mind up.
Okay, then I guess I'll tell Emily when she gets back from her meeting.
Please do, and I'll find a time three of us will sit down, we'll go over all the legal aspects. Right now, I have to go back to Worldwide, and...
Hey, good news. Lila and Katie gonna get to go to Sorry, interrupting something?
No, I'm just telling Kirk and Ellie about the move to Worldwide. I gotta go. Give Dad my love down in Waco. Have a good trip.
I will. He's gonna be relieved, I'm sure, to hear about Holden. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, from the looks on your face, I guess she told you about going to work for Lucinda, huh?
Yep.
Cal, she's being irrational right now. She's very upset because of Holden. You know, she's just trying to get her mind off of it. And the bottom line is that my brother is halfway across the world, does not give a damn about her feelings, and that's gotta hurt.
Damned ironic, isn't it? I mean, it was Lucinda sticking her nose where it wasn't wanted that caused most of Lily and Holden's problems in the first place. And now that Holden is gone, who does Lily run to? The very person that drove Holden away. You figure it out.
Lucinda? Thelma said you wanted to see me.
Yes, I wasn't planning on working here today. I was working at home, but it's a woman's prerogative. Did you have a nice lunch with your mother?
Your spies have been out again. But actually, they're fallible because I, in fact, did not eat lunch with my mother.
Oh, I'll tell them that. My daughter Lily is going to be coming here to Worldwide to work with me for a bit.
Well, what about M&A?
She'll keep her partnership. The other two will continue to run it. You look into the legalities of the whole situation. But what I really want from you today, I want you to orient her here. And I've chosen you because you've been through the experience so recently yourself and everything's still fresh in your mind.
No problem.
Hello. Hello, dear. How did it go at M&A,
Just fine,
dear?
just fine. Hello, Scott.
Hello. Your mother told me the good news. Welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. I thought when you said the good news, I thought you meant about Holden.
Why? Is there good news about Holden?
Yeah, I thought she didn't tell you. Yes, her private investigators found him. He's on a ship headed for the Orient.
Wanna do plain Raisin Bran one better? Go nuts! Take the raisin and the almond nut and put them both together. Cover raisins with the almond nut and make it all taste better. Make the nut bran. Nut-covered raisins all it takes. Make the nut bran. Plus almond chunks and crispy flakes. For a hearty, nuttier taste than plain old Raisin Bran. Add the raisin and the almond nuts, you're gonna like it better. Why stop at raisins when you can go nuts? Try Raisin Nut Bran.
What you fixing? Any more? We had any more yesterday. Oh, that was beef stew. This is sliced turkey and dressing, and there's tuna noodle casserole and noodles and chicken. I could go for some of that.
New Dinty Moore American Classics. 5 timeless recipes from the makers of America's favorite beef stew. Ready in minutes.
What'd you build this fire for? We got plenty of wood.
New American Classics from Dinty Moore.
Not long ago, a group of ladies in New York State wrote us, singing the praises of Murphy's Oil Soap. They extolled the virtues of this pure natural cleaner that's safe to use on almost any wooden surface. And they were thrilled by its results. Now, considering the magnitude and importance of their task, heaven knows. If Murphy's Oil Soap is good enough to clean this house, it's surely good enough to clean yours.
An extended family reunion and I was out of antiperspirant, so I used my husband's Suave. While I kept names straight and plates full, Suave kept me cool and dry. And since I knew it was less expensive, I switched.
Suave antiperspirant. So effective, you won't believe the price.
My hair's driving me nuts. Why? It never stays put like yours. Oh, stop. What do you use? Just, Suave spritz. Really? Mm-hmm. With all the expensive ones, you like Suave?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Susan, why is Inez so upset?
Oh, a policeman came to the Earl Mitchell Center this morning and took Rosanna, I don't know why, down to the station with him.
So?
So, Inez comes from Montego, land of the death squads. When a policeman came to take you away down there, you never came back.
Poor kid. Has she calmed down?
Oh, she's better. Look, I gotta go. I'll see you next break.
Friend.
Hi.
I'm glad to see you. I've been meaning to ask you how you're doing.
Better, I think. Daryl is away again on a business trip in Des Moines, but he asked Carrie and I to go with him this time. I said no at first, but you know something? Well, I just finished a session with Dr. Michaels, and I saw Andy and Lisa at the yacht club, and, well, I changed my mind. I think I'm going to go this time.
Oh, well, that's good. If that's what you want to do. There's no harm in paying attention to your instincts. I mean, your instincts have served you well in the past.
I've been pretty far off base about a lot of things in my past, Larry, and, well, I'm just trying to be more open to what other people have to say, people who can be more objective about my situation than I can.
Well, have a good trip. You and Carrie both.
Thanks. I'm gonna go tell Daryl that I'm on my way. Excuse me.
It's bad enough that Margot had to deal with the rape. But now this, it's just gonna drive me crazy. I know, Lila, but I feel very optimistic that everything's gonna turn out to be just fine.
Howdy, darling. Hello, Audrey.
Oh, hello, Cal. How are you?
I got your message.
Lila, if you want to talk to me at any time, for any reason, please don't hesitate to call, okay? I'll see you later, Cal.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What was that all about?
I can't go to Waco now.
Well, I just got a message at M&A.
I know you got a message, but I can't go now.
Darling, what is it? What's wrong?
I don't even know if I can tell you. I don't know if Margot
Well, of course, I mean,
wants me
something
to
that's got
tell
you this upset. Of course you got to tell me, otherwise how can I help?
Bastard! The one who raped Margot has been tested positive for HIV.
Well, Evan, you have some very innovative ideas. I'll present them to the board and give you a call, all right?
Fine, but I'd be happy to fly back and present it to the board myself. Unless you don't think it would be appropriate.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with being appropriate. You see, Evan, it's just not necessary, that's all. Basically, I am the board of Cabot Motors. In matters of this nature, they essentially do what I tell them to do. So I'll see you in Oakdale, right?
Oakdale?
Yes, well, the next logical step is for me to meet your staff, isn't it? Now, they could all fly out here to meet me, but if I fly out to Oakdale to meet them, I would have the added pleasure of seeing your lovely mother again.
I'm sure that'd make her very happy, Mr. Cabot.
Good. Well, that's what we'll do then. The next time we see each other, we'll be in Oakdale.
Tess is the one who called the police? Are you guys sure?
No, we're not positive.
Oh, no, it was Tess, all right. It certainly wasn't Simone. And Tess was the only person that knew that you had been to Fashions and knew where to find you.
Hutch, I don't understand this at all. I thought you and Tess were back on track.
What in the world ever gave you that idea?
Tess did. I talked to her. She said you stood by her, and obviously I got the wrong idea.
Courtney, wait a minute. Listen, I think you deserve to know the truth about what went on. Tess was never pregnant. She lied to me about the whole thing the same way that Marcy lied to Link. Now, all that stuff about going to Chicago, that was all planned. She knew that if she told you she was going away to get an abortion, that you'd tell me, and then I'd come running after her.
I had a feeling she was lying to me, but I just didn't think that anybody could lie about something.
I know.
I have to help these people. Thank you for telling me the truth.
You're welcome. So, now you know what's been going down between me and Tess. That's what I was going to tell you at the police station.
No wonder you're so angry with her. You know, I'm pretty angry with her myself. I just feel kind of sad for her, though. She obviously must have loved you a lot to go to such drastic measures to hang on to you.
I don't know if I would call that love. Obsession, maybe desperation, for sure. But definitely not love.
I guess you're right.
Listen, the reason that I wanted to tell you this is so that you would understand that it wasn't you who caused all these problems between me and Tess. I mean, yes, maybe you're being around, fanned a few flames, but believe me, Tess was neurotic way before you got here. Now, You're a grown woman, and you're perfectly capable of making your own decisions, so if you want to move on, then that's okay. But I didn't want you to move on because of some misunderstanding. Actually, that's not true. I'm sorry. The truth is, Rosanna, that I don't want you to move on under any circumstances.
Oh. Everyone is always telling me how beautiful the farm is in autumn.
Yeah.
I'd also really like to see Caleb and Angel's wedding.
So does that mean we'll stay? Until the harvest is in? Until the very last apple is picked off the very last tree?
Well, hello, you two. I hope you're having a wonderful lunch.
Lisa, what did Tess have to say for herself?
I didn't see her. I went over to... No, I got to the house, to Barbara's house, and Mrs. Myers went upstairs to get Tess, to tell her that I was there. Mrs. Myers came downstairs and said Tess was not there. Neither were any of her things. There was no note, no nothing. The child has simply run out of town.
Why do we have to move?
Your father lost his job. They closed the plant.
Why?
A lot of people are buying clothes made in other countries, not ours.
Why are they buying that other stuff?
I don't know, honey. I don't know.
Buy American, and Americans work. Butterball turkey cold cuts. Any way you slice it, they're delicious. Butterball ham, Butterball bologna, or Butterball smoked turkey breast. They're up to 98% fat-free and all Butterball. So any way you slice it, it's
delicious.
Oh, look, now we can't come here anymore.
Land's been sold. Remember, 20 years ago we discovered this place?
How could I forget?
Beautiful today is the day I proposed.
She takes care of herself, and she takes Geritol Complete. All the vitamins you need, plus more iron and beta-carotene than any other brand.
I'll miss coming here. This is our private place.
Still is.
You bought it.
Geritol Complete, for the best years of your life.
It seemed like the rain would never stop. I mean, I could feel the dampness in my bones. For the first time since my doctor said I had a touch of arthritis.
He had some pain, so we called the doctor, and he recommended extra-strength Tylenol.
That's right.
With all the choices for your arthritis pain, well, I was surprised.
Well, the Tylenol worked. The pain cleared up.
A lot sooner than weather.
Tylenol, arthritis pain relief from the name you trust.
Well, that was Bill Jacobson at Meridian. He wants me to fly to New York tomorrow to take a meeting with him because there's some contractual matters he wants to go over face-to-face.
I thought everything... Ellie said her meeting was wonderful. New York. Maybe I'll take that meeting for you. That's a good idea. I'll go in your stead.
Well, it's nothing that requires your presence, Lucinda.
No, but I'd like to meet the people at Meridian, get to know them better. Make sure that Ellie knows what she's talking about when she gives herself an A+. Thelma, locate my pilot. I'm going to use one of the jets. I'm going to New York. As soon as possible.
Can I get you anything?
No, thanks. Are you going back to work?
No, I took the rest of the day off. Thought I'd go by your mom, just pick up the kids, and go to the drugstore.
There's no hurry about that.
About what? The kids at the drugstore.
All these awful, awful visions are dancing in my head. You know, if one of the kids falls down, they scrape their knee and they say, "Mommy, you kissed my boo-boo."
Hold it. You know that's not how this thing is spread. I know you're scared, honey. You know I'm scared. We have no options. We have to listen to what Audrey said. Take this thing one day at a time and act as if, my God, as if nothing's changed.
Everything has changed. The most intimate part of our lives together has changed. Man, I don't know about you, but it's not a big turn on talking about safe sex all the time for me.
Look at me. I will not allow this thing to rob us of the intimacy that is so important to us. This will not take away my desire to be close to you. I will not allow it to stop me from showing you how much I love you. And I hope you feel the same.
No, Mom. Daddy already knows I'm going. I stopped by the hospital to tell him. I know I did. Look, I had a session with Dr. Michaels today, and I just feel like Daryl has really been making an effort lately, and I think I need to meet him halfway on this, that's all. Yeah.
Just when I think the world's too cold, there you are, right there beside me. There you are in my heart, standing by me once again. There
Sheba, because you cherish your cat.
There is one gentle antibacterial soap doctors recommend more than any other. Aren't you glad you used Dial?
We are Flintstones kids.
Flintstones have the vitamins and minerals kids need, plus the great Flintstones taste and fun shapes they love.
Now that's what I call complete.
If you don't like the taste of other baking soda toothpaste, try Colgate.
Very nourishing.
A night for ExcedrinPM.
My allowance.
Your vacation? Carefree.
Can't sleep and my head aches.
ExcedrinPM. Headache medicine, plus it helps you sleep. And rest assured it's aspirin-free.
Monday, Chris meets the woman of extremes by accident.
You here to see me?
I killed your dog.
And it's 100% animal attraction.
I'm in love.
You fell in love with the woman whose pet you murdered?
I'm telling for you in a big way.
But can he keep the love alive without killing all her pets?
You killed her bird, too?
Emmy-winning Northern Exposure. Monday.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashion jewelry by Starlight.
This is Sherry Margolis. The search is on at this hour for the area's latest carjackers. We'll have a live report on this breaking story next on TV2 First News at 4.
Good afternoon from CBS News. Dan Rather with Newsbreak. The United States is demanding the release of a U.S. munitions expert who was seized at gunpoint by Iraqi troops while working on the Kuwait side of the Kuwait-Iraq border. The United Nations says it will send one of its largest teams of weapons inspectors to Iraq next week in a continuing effort to disarm Saddam Hussein. The UN Security Council voted today to impose a no-fly zone over Bosnia to prevent Serbian air attacks. The Security Council said it will urgently consider measures to enforce the ban if it's violated. Now this.
For dessert, sir?
Raymond, why don't you try the cherry pie?
I don't know.
You sure loved cherry yesterday.
I did? When?
When you were constipated.
What?
I gave him this new Cherry Phillips Milk of Magnesia. It's a whole new experience.
Maureen, put that away.
Try the new Phillips, smooth cherry and new mint. After 100 years, that chalky aftertaste is history.
Wait till you taste it.
Maybe they should put it on the menu.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, the Money Crunch tells you what to look for in your medical insurance coverage.
This is CBS.
You know what Mom's bringing home? Yeah, he's big and furry. He's huge and tons of fun. He's friendly and cuddly. He's got giant
Beethoven home for just $24.98. And look for the $5 mail-in rebate offer. Additional video purchase required. Details inside Beethoven video cassette.
Dunkin' Donuts is proud to announce we've created a monster. Introducing these hauntingly delicious minis for Halloween. They're alive! Minis are a fraction the size of our regular donuts, with a taste so great they'll attract very interesting guests to your Halloween parties.
More sprinkles!
In minutes and with no appointment at Jiffy Lube.
Get so much more than just an oil change.
Alexis committed suicide. Karen was arrested. Women who were blamed for their own sexual harassment. Next, Donahue.
Friday at 5 on WJBK TV2.
And now, get the facts first from Hugh Perkins, Sherry Margolis, and the news team voted the best in Michigan. This is TV2 First News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Hugh Perkins.
And I'm Sherry Margolis.
And here's your first look at news for Friday, October 9th, 1992.
Farmington Hills police are on the hunt this afternoon for a carjacker with an apparent taste for imports. Shortly before noon today, a man in his late 20s entered the Bill Cook import dealership on 10 Mile Road and asked to take a car out on a test drive. But after the drive was over, he pulled a gun and drove off with the car and the salesman who had ridden with him. The salesman was eventually released unharmed, but the suspect and the vehicle remain missing. TV2's John Hewitt is standing by live outside the dealership now with more. John?
Hello, Sherry. This is indeed a nightmare come true for any salesperson, I imagine, in the car business. They take an inherent risk. The vehicle stolen was a Nissan 300ZX white convertible, valued, if you're curious, at around $38,000, a new car. The suspect, who came in for a test drive by appointment today, came with another man whom he identified as his brother. When they ended up inside, they looked at another 300ZX on the showroom floor, which police were dusting for fingerprints this afternoon. Now, the man allowed the dealership to photocopy what turned out to be an invalidated driver's license, and then came the test drive. But when they arrived back near the dealership, the salesman became suspicious because the man was slow to first leave the vehicle.
I then waited till he got out of the car. I showed him where the door handle was and how to unlock it. He then got out of the car, took a step away, and at that point I grabbed the keys, turned off the ignition, and tried to get out of the car myself. He then jumped back in and stuck the gun in my face and said, "Give me those keys or I'll shoot you or I'll kill you right now." I hesitated, and he just waved the gun in my face. I gave him the keys.
The individual then started the vehicle but did not allow the salesman to leave the vehicle.
The suspect is described as a black male in his late 20s, standing about 6 feet 2 inches tall with a thin build, short black hair, and a light mustache. Now, the vehicle taken again was described as a 1993 Nissan 300ZX, a white convertible. Farmington Hills police are interested if anyone has seen a suspect in that description driving such a car.
Thanatos. Death is the twin brother of Iphinos. Sleep. Make sure that doctors practice Thanatos on me. Make sure. They make me sleep.
Sono molto patros che tu